Got a couple days of trash talk. And trust me, I got a few more bullets in the chamber, baby, for KC and D-Lo on ESPN 1320.
Are you Franklin Saint? You're putting the bullet in and, you know.
Hey, no. Why do you don't spoil?
I didn't give away anything. Didn't give away anything.
Don't even just say Franklin State. Franklin
See,
State.
you didn't
Stop
watch
right
it
there.
last night, did you?
Oh, I did watch it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I watched it. Oh, you what?
Okay.
Did I watch it?
Okay.
Oh, I'm all.
Great episode of The Mandalorian, too, yesterday was released. Just throwing that out there. Hey, Mandalorian was more exciting than the Giants game.
Oh, gee, shocker.
Real quick, we just 10
Just
seconds.
shocker.
10 seconds.
Shocker about the Giants.
Why are we pitching to Max Muncy?
Okay.
This guy could come in straight from Antarctica, frozen as hell, and automatic 7 for 11 with 2 jacks against the Giants in a 3-game series.
He nutted that thing.
I mean, the guy could come in with 2 groin injuries, not one, 2 groin injuries, and a busted elbow, and somehow he's got double off the wall first at bat. What is it? Like, what? Honest to God, what is it about this guy? It's unbelievable.
What is it about the Giants? That's what it
There's
is.
like a 38 pitch at bat, by the way, yesterday, too, with Taylor Rogers and Freddie Freeman.
Listen, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, listen, Lutman is so rattled about the Giants. He's had to take multiple walks already this season. We're not even 2 weeks into the season. And he's out here slamming tables, throwing remote controls over the Giants. Listen, the offseason told you what you needed to know about how the season was going to play out. It's going to be a long year. Because
no, but I don't think
no, he's outraged.
Okay,
Lutman's outraged.
but not me.
He's
I'm not. This is just who they are. I'm just frustrated because, like, and we talked to Dave Fleming about it, like, closing the gap, and we'll get out of the Giants in a second. I just for a minute here, they haven't closed the gap. I believe the Dodgers have gotten significantly worse in the last 2 off seasons.
They have.
All right, they lost Trey Turner, one of the best defensive shortstops in the game over the last 15 years, and they lost the heart of their order in Trey Turner, a table setter, and then the guy that was going to replace him, who I don't think is as good as him, in Gavin Lux, he's also out for the year. Their middle infield is not that good.
No, it's
not. And yet they still feel significantly better than the Giants. They're basically a 2.5-man team, 3-man team. It's Will Smith, it's Mookie, and it's Freddie Freeman. And then this guy James Outman comes out of nowhere from the Sarah Padres, and he's crushing the ball. And then I look over at the Giants, and I'm just like, what are we doing?
Well, we saw what they were doing in the offseason, which, again, I don't get why Giants fans. I tweeted this last night. Why are we outraged? We know what it's going to be.
We're not outraged. We're just frustrated. Like Ramos, I'm watching Ramos. I'm happy Ramos is playing. Bryce Johnson, I was happy he's playing. He got crushed into the wall yesterday. I'm happy they're playing. I'm happy VR is playing. Like, that's a big step forward.
Can I get
Quietly, big step forward.
Let me get in here. When you have pitching, and you have starting pitching, who can't get through the 5th inning, what do you expect?
I'm with you.
Alex Cobb can't get through the 5th. Gave up 8 hits. Alex Wood can't get through the 5th. You know what I'm saying? Ross Stripling.
I know.
Can't get anybody out.
I know.
Taylor Rogers walking everybody. I'm not going to be outraged by the Giants. We knew going into the season it was going to look like this. Why should we expect anything different?
Well, and it's frustrating because, like, I see 35, 36-year-old Darin Ruff, first at bat, he hits one off the wall, and that's great. But, like, what are you accomplishing with Darin Ruff? And I think this is the part where I get frustrated. Just like if we zoom out for just a second with Giants ownership, they think that there's this nobility in competing while you're rebuilding. And I would tell them, I get why you would think that. I would much rather, and this is going to sound so anti what I normally am. Given the nucleus of the team, looking at the roster, the wild card is irrelevant to me. I know that they see that as success. I would much rather win 77 games and see 2 or 3 of these young guys develop and play every single game and just embrace who you really are and then see what we've got, as opposed to win 84, get into that last wild card spot, and then lose in the playoffs. They're not building on anything. 33-year-old, Yastrzemski, 36-year-old Darin Ruff, and that's where I'm looking at the rotation. Look at their rotation. Alex Wood in his mid-30s, Cobb in his mid-30s, Ross Stripling in his mid-30s. There's no young guys.
I get it.
I want to see. I'd rather, and I'm not saying
I get all that. And then we're going to get to see the young guys. You're going to see the Casey Schmitz. You're going to see Joey Bart. We have seen Joey Bart this week. We're going to see, hopefully, Ramos a lot more. Hopefully, we see Kyle Harrison at some point this season. But again, I'm not going to get outraged over a team that I believe to be a 500 baseball team. It just is what it is. and now you start the season, you lost 3 of your first 4 series. I'm not going to get outraged by the Giants losing 2 or 3 to the Dodgers. No, but
would you agree it's a frustration level?
The all season was frustrating.
But like
that frustration dissipated when spring training started for me.
No, I hear you.
It's just like it is what it is.
Do you feel a connection to the Niners, what the team that they've built right now?
Again,
no, I'm asking
we
you.
Talked about that. Of course, we got a connection to the Warriors, the Niners. No connection to the Giants.
I feel like this version of the Giants, the last couple of years, has been the least connected I've felt to the team in my adult life.
Well, last year I said that, and people looked at me crazy. When you sign guys to 1 or 2 year contracts, you give all these players opt-outs. That means they're not going to be here in the community longer, and that means you can't grow with this team. Crawford's at the end of the road.
It's kind of frustrating to watch him play short.
Other than that, like, you got all these dudes here who are on 1 or 2 year contracts. So again, until they do something with the youngsters or a big time free agent, this is what it's going to be.
And Conforto's hurt again.
Well, what you expect? He's always hurt.
I know. I like Conforto. And, like, that's the thing. Like, so you sign someone like Conforto. I like Conforto. I think it's a good signing. Like, it's a low-risk move. But, like, even if Conforto has a good year, he's gone. He's going to opt out. So it's like, you can have a Conforto if you've got 7 VR types that are in the lineup every day. Like, I'll live with those. It just feels like there's 5 Conforto types and 2 or 3, VRs.
All right, this is what's more interesting than the Giants.
I know, we're done. I'm done.
Are you done? I can't even get a word there with the
apologize.
Giants. I want to get in with you and talk about the Giants.
I know, I'm just dejected.
All right, here's more. Again, you guys are dejected. How many games are we in with the Giants, Evan? What are you, 11 games in?
No, it's not over. I'm just dejected.
We're dejected? We haven't got out of April yet. What do we even do? That's the problem.
But
we're dejected.
But you could see the signs on the wall.
You saw that in November.
I know. But now we're seeing January. But now we're seeing it play out on the field.
Oh,
baseball. They're
5-7. They're 2.5 back of the first place Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, they play Detroit. They play Miami. Get fat, happy, go 4-2. You're feeling good again before you take out the Mets for a 4-game series. All right, you're
going to face Alcantara, I've heard it pronounced both ways. That's going to be tough.